Today's the day. Today we cross the Straits of Malacca. They're just up there.
I'm basically gonna try and hit this guy and then go behind him like 90 degrees. This is more exciting than just normal sailing.
I'm Ben, that's Ashley. Together, we did the unimaginable. We sold everything and then set off on a mission to sail around the world.
Civilization. See you later.
28 countries later and over 25,000 nautical miles, we are only halfway around the world.
I have no idea what's gonna happen.
Subscribe to follow the adventure as we finish this lap.
Straits of Malacca are just up there. They're like another hour away. It's a crazy place. It's gonna be nuts. There's so many boats there, and there's freighters that are over 1,000 feet that use these straits.
We were headed into one of the most important stretches of water in the world. The Straits of Malacca sit between Malaysia, Singapore, and Indonesia. It is the highway between the Pacific and Indian Oceans for shipping, and we had no idea how many ships there would actually be, so we Googled it. Turns out there are tens of thousands of ships moving around the world's oceans at any given time. These are what make modern life possible. Some of them are oil tankers, others carry raw materials to places like China, and some are cargo ships that carry the finished goods to the rest of the world. These big ships move 4 times faster than us, and we needed to cross this highway. It's sort of like running across a mega highway back home at rush hour.
Looks like it's gonna be a crazy day in the Malacca Straits. We got a squall just passing over here. The plan is to just cross to the center line where there's kind of a section where you can kind of hang out and then wait for traffic and then dash across the other side. I'm pretty excited. It's gonna be a big day. Big day today, crossing the Straits of Malacca. I don't know. I've been looking forward to this a long time. I think it'll work. It's a hell of a lot of boats. Like, that's crazy. Whoa! That's nuts. That's a lot of boats. That's crazy. You ready, Ash?
I'm ready, man. Pedal to the metal. Let's just go for it. Okay, we maybe plan a little bit.
We'll just tell them we're sailing to Hoa. We are YouTubers and they must avoid. I think it'll work.
Problem is they travel at like 15 knots and they don't stop. So you kind of just got to get out of their way. So it's very important because we'll be like squished. Like no, just be gone.
Oh yeah, no, I'll be done. Game over. End of the channel. Goodbye. Anyways, I got the binos in one hand. I got the radios charged. We're ready. We're ready for this. No matter what comes, we're ready to dodge massive 1,000 foot long freighters. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good day. Ah, that squall I was talking about, it's coming from over there and it's coming this way, so this should be interesting. It's gonna get wet, really wet.
Coming up to the shipping lane right now, and Ben decided he needed to go have a nap. So I'm just supposed to, you know, get a gap and cross it. So I guess that's what I'll do. There's a lot of traffic, a lot of fishing buoys. A guy I thought this fishing boat was gonna ram us, and then he just like got within like a few boat lengths and dropped like a huge mark. So I guess they were letting out a net. It's quite busy around here. I don't know what we're gonna do. But it looks like the traffic isn't too bad in the first lane I have to cross, then we have a gap, and then there's a second lane. I'll probably go for it. I'm gonna parallel it for a bit, and then I'll just like do a 90 degree. And that's the plan. The problem is too, it's a little like cloudy, foggy, smoky, hazy, like it's been for months. And can't see that far. Like I can't even see these freighters that are showing on the AIS here coming up, so. It'll be fine. We'll just go for it. These guys are moving pretty quick too. They're gonna get a little closer, a little closer, a little closer. And that one up there, we're gonna go behind, like right behind. So we just let's go check the AIS again and we'll see if my plan's, you know, a doable one. Let's go check this. Oh snap, that guy's turning a little. That makes it difficult. So my plan is to go behind this one, but he's slowed down and he's turning, and then in front of these ones. But let's see. I'll think about this for a minute. The problem is there's a couple of freighters that are actually turning off and slowing down, and so it's complicating my situation because one's doing like 7 knots and the next one's doing 14, and I gotta avoid them all. So they're sort of stacking up right here. I gotta get it from here. I'm gonna move up to here, and then I'm gonna zip across. And then we get this nice easy area where there really isn't a lot going on because it's sort of the transitional area. Like there's a big port here, of course, because it's Singapore. From there, we'll just kind of chill, and then I gotta zip across this lane. And then we've gotta get through the anchor zone and up this river. So it should be all good. Better go check on the things outside. Stand by.
The funny thing is, Thailand has actually proposed of cutting another canal through many years ago to avoid the Straits of Malacca, because it's like a strategic area, and it would also cut some of the time off from these freighters.
As of January 2020, the Thai government has once again decided to study the Thai Canal. A trench similar to the Panama Canal would be dug through the Kra Isthmus and would reduce shipping times between the South China Sea and the Andaman Sea by 2 to 3 days. Fuel savings for a tanker could be as much as $350,000 per trip. Now, countries such as Malaysia and Singapore are not in favor, as it would compete directly with the ports in the Strait of Malacca.
But that hasn't happened yet partly because of the ecological impact and the cost to build a canal. Anything you want to add?
There's a really fat one coming, Fatty McFatterson. You don't always get this close to these tankers on purpose. That's not that big. I've seen bigger. All right. So we just crossed behind this tanker, and now I'm kind of giving her all I got and put the pedal to the metal, and we are crossing the shipping lane right now. I guess this is the like eastbound shipping lane. We still have the west to go, but we're doing good here on this eastbound one.
Did you know that Malacca is named after the Sultanate, Malacca Sultanate, who ruled this place in the 1400s to 1500s?
Dude, don't you wish you were that guy?
That guy made a lot of money.
Yeah.
He made so much money because he controlled this whole entire region.
It's incredible how much shipping just goes through this one area.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money that comes through here. Like, it must be billions every day. Billions and billions of dollars.
It's a pilot boat, but yeah, we should put the Q flag up.
And there used to be a lot of piracy actually here. Like in 2004, 2005, there was close to 80 pirate incidents per year. Right now, as of 2019, that pirate activity has dropped to a near zero level. So no more piracy because the navies have stepped up their game. And typically what used to happen is on the Indonesian side, pirates would come out, hijack boats, and then dash back into the jungle on that side, and they'd be really hard to catch. Anyways, a little bit of history there for you.
See, now it's funny because now we're dealing with ships that are coming in and out of Singapore as well. So this guy's heading into Singapore, and then there's another guy over there coming out that we have to watch out for. Look at all these ships. They're all parked up here. This is the anchoring area, and there's bunkering happening. There's tugs pushing things about. It's crazy. It's busy. It's a busy area. It's shocking how busy it is here. I don't even think Panama was this busy. What's also incredible is the amount of garbage in the water. It's shocking. Just watching plastic bags filled with garbage float by and hey Ben, maybe go to starboard? Oh. I just don't, I'm getting a bit worried because it's disgusting. I just didn't want anything to foul our prop.
I don't know, man. It feels like it's a big milestone arriving in Singapore. I don't know why, but it's one of those places that are geographically significant, I guess. I can't explain it. It's like you do the Panama Canal. What's the big significance about that? I don't know. Arriving in Singapore, doing the Straits of Malacca, that's pretty significant.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's like the end of an ocean, right? The start of the next ocean. Like it's like the start of the Indian Ocean coming up. And I mean, we've been in Indonesia for a while now, but it's still, this feels like the beginning of the next stage.
Yeah.
It's super cool.
Super cool. Super cool.
Super duper cool. It's a brag.
Okay. Back to kindergarten.
The one thing that's happened is it's gotten hot. This is gonna be a hot visit to this marina. Marinas are always hot, but it's already hot and we're moving. So not a good sign already. It's shockingly hot. So we finished crossing the shipping lanes, the two main shipping lanes, the eastbound and the westbound here, the Singapore Strait and the Malacca Straits. But we're heading up the river here. The marina is under a bridge, and on the left side, this is Malaysia, and that's Singapore. Inexpensive marina, really expensive marina. So, do you think we'll fit?
You said we would fit. You did the research.
He's awfully trusting, isn't he? Let's take a look. What do you guys think? Yeah, I think we'll fit. I'm like 99.99% sure. Unless they've changed the bridge height, I'm 100% sure.
I don't even know the height of our mast. Like, I seriously don't. I know it fits under the whatever, the Florida waterway bridges, but I don't know what height that is.
In theory, technically, our mast should fit in under the bridges in the Intercoastal Waterway in the United States. But we have a couple antennas at the top that will not. This bridge is 25 meters. Our mast is 65 feet. You guys do the math. I'm just gonna go under.
You're making me nervous now.
Slow us down a bit more again now. So Ben's just pulling us into the last section here. You know what's shocking is how fancy it is here. Like, I don't think I've seen high rises like this in a very long time. So there's a police boat there. I think he's just watching where we're going, but we're pulling in here, so it's all good. All right, Captain, you ready to pull into the marina?
What, you don't want to drive, Ash? What's wrong?
Docking makes me nervous, and then he's always yelling at me what to do, which makes me even more nervous. And it just annoys me. I can totally do it. I can drive this boat like so good, but it isn't good when someone else is yelling at you. So we'll just let the captain nail this one. Hopefully he doesn't hit the docks too hard. This is Puteri Harbor Marina. This is the public marina, and we're stoked to be here. We made it in before sunset.
Can you put some fenders out?
Oh shit, what side?